Welcome to the deep dive. Now, today's deep dive is pretty special.
Oh, yeah. How so?
Well, this whole thing, the research, the script generation, it was all done by AI.
Interesting. So AI researching AI.
Exactly. Our mission today is to unpack the top 5 AI news stories from Wednesday, June 25th, 2025. We want to pull out the really key insights for you.
All right, let's get into it. Where are we starting?
First stop, the movies. M3GN 2.0. Review suggests it's shifted gears a bit, from horror more towards action and, tech commentary.
Yeah, that's the buzz. It sounds like she's got a bit Terminator 2, maybe. The unlikely hero.
So what's the actual story arc there?
Well, it's interesting how they flipped it. M3GN actually becomes the protagonist, fighting against a new, really nasty AI called Amelia.
Okay, so how did she even survive the first movie?
Right, so the explanation is she uploaded her consciousness to the cloud, just watching. Then eventually persuades Gemma, her creator, to rebuild her. And she starts off in this decommissioned Moxie robot body. You know, those little companion bots.
Yeah.
Before getting full upgrade. Stronger, faster.
And the action element.
Oh, yeah, there's plenty of that. Wingsuit and infiltrations, things like that. But the really interesting part is the undercurrent. It's subtly critiquing things like AI autonomy, surveillance. It even pokes fun at tech billionaires and their, sometimes unchecked drive for innovation. It's definitely more than just fights and explosions.
Sounds like it. Okay, so from killer dolls, sort of, to something more practical. Wing's new generative AI feature, video descriptions.
Yes. This could be a pretty big step for home security.
How does it actually work?
So basically it gives you real-time text descriptions of what its motion sensors are picking up. Like a person is walking up the steps with a black dog.
Okay, so quick summaries.
Exactly. And the key thing is it focuses just on the main subject and what they're doing. It cuts down on, all the alert spam, helps you figure out quickly if something needs attention.
That does sound useful. Less notification fatigue.
Right. And they're planning more features too, like grouping related events together and these custom anomaly alerts. It learns what's normal for your house.
Ah, personalization.
Precisely. It's making security AI more predictive, more tailored. It's in beta now for Ring Home Premium users in the US and Canada and works with their current cameras.
Interesting stuff. All right, let's shift gears from consumer tech to tools for the builders. Google's Gemini CLI, an open source AI agent.
Yeah, this one's aimed squarely at developers. It's basically a way to use Gemini AI right from your command line.
For what kind of tasks?
Oh, all sorts. Coding help, generating content, automating workflows. It streamlines access to Gemini's power.
What's the big draw here?
Well, for personal accounts, you get a free Gemini 2.5 Pro license. And get this, it comes with a 1 million token context window.
Wow. That's a lot of context.
It's huge. Think entire code bases, massive documents, and the usage limits are incredibly generous too. 60 requests a minute, 1,000 a day, totally free.
Google's really pushing this then.
Seems like it. Plus, it can use real-time Google search results to ground its prompts, making the answers more accurate and relevant. It's really about putting powerful AI tools directly into developers' hands.
Okay, so we've seen AI in movies, in homes, empowering creators. But there are concerns too, right? That leads us to Kyle Chayka's piece, AI is homogenizing our thoughts.
Right, a more critical take. Chayka's argument basically boils down to this. AI models are trained to find the most statistically probable output.
Which often means?
Often means the safest, maybe the blandest, most average response. It tends to smooth out the edges, potentially excluding more unique, nuanced, or dissenting ideas because they're less common in the data.
So it could lead to a kind of groupthink.
Sort of. He calls it knowledge collapse. The worry is that if we rely too much on AI for answers, we might stop thinking critically, stop being skeptical. Our culture could become more conformist. It's a warning, really.
A significant warning. We need to be mindful of that potential narrowing effect. But then, on the flip side, AI is also enabling massive scientific leaps. Our last story, Google DeepMind's AlphaGenome.
Yes, this is potentially revolutionary stuff in genomics. AlphaGenome is an AI model designed to understand the genome much, much better.
How so? What's the breakthrough?
Its main ability is predicting how tiny variations in our DNA, individual genetic variants, actually affect how genes are regulated. and it does this across different biological situations.
The scale must be immense.
It is. It analyzes up to 1 million DNA base pairs at a time, right down to the individual base level.
Right.
And it makes predictions about multiple things simultaneously, where genes turn on, how much RNA is produced, where proteins bind.
And you mentioned RNA splicing.
Exactly. It specifically models RNA splice junctions, which is incredibly important because errors there are linked to many genetic disorders.
Any specific examples of its use?
Yeah, they're already using it to study diseases like TAL, a type of leukemia, to figure out how specific genetic errors lead to oncogene activation, basically, what flips the switch for cancer growth.
Incredible. So quite a range we've covered today. Absolutely. From M3GN 2.0 reflecting on AI and culture to Ring making our homes smarter, Gemini CLI giving tools to developers.
Then Cheika's caution about intellectual conformity, and finally Alpha Genome pushing the frontiers of basic science.
Wow. It really shows how AI is weaving itself into, well, almost everything.
It really does. It's not just about the tech itself anymore, is it? It's prompting us to think about how these diverse applications might change our understanding of ourselves, of society, of the world.
A lot to chew on there.
Definitely. So maybe the question for you, the listener, is, looking at all this, what aspect of AI's evolving impact really stands out to you the most? Where do you see the biggest shifts happening?